Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like Kung Fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. I just want it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
But I just want it.
Deep inside I knew from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and out with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this. Perfect soulmate, I wanna show it. My best friend, she saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
Oh baby, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. But I just want it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
I just want
Okay.
it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
Oh baby.
Italy, 67,000. It's less than that for UEFA Champions League nights. It's a great setting for football. The pitch looks good too. And the hairs on the back of the neck will be standing up when the UEFA Champions League anthem plays in a few moments' time, and we will just pause momentarily for it. Pedro Henrique had scored a goal after some excellent work by the striker on look. You just felt that it was a contest, you felt that it was a game, and I'm not too surprised that their experienced coach Gurban Gurbanov has selected the same 11 who rallied so gamely against Roma just before the international break. For their illustrious visitors, this is simply a case of getting back on track, having only taken a point from their opening 2 matches. And the two teams are being called together to pose for a photograph as part of UEFA's Equal Game campaign, just showing the camaraderie that exists between every country, every team, every player. As has been the tradition on match day 3, a mixture of the two sides blend that. It will be displayed across football magazines, not just across Europe, but across the world. Our officials all from France. Rudy Bouquet just going through the formalities with Gabi, the Atletico Madrid skipper, and Rashad Sadigov, the record-breaking Azerbaijan international defender, who clocked up his 111th cap in the most recent international break. Well, the visitors have made 4 changes after their competitive duel with Barcelona at the weekend. Atletico comes in at the back. Camero is going to partner up front with Griezmann, and with the likes of Gaetan and Carrasco and Saul in the team. Plenty of options for them to grab a goal or two tonight. Normally with Atletico Madrid you expect them to be tight and just nick one, but are you expecting them to be a little bolder tonight?
They have to be. I watched Dortmund struggle last night against Apoel in Cyprus. Got a 1-1 draw. It's not going to be good enough for Dortmund, so I expect Atletico Madrid to come out, dominate possession as they would. Qarabag, as I said, will try and grow into the game. If they can get a goal inside 15-20 minutes after Atletico Madrid, it could be a hard evening for the home side, but they must start well and be positive.
Well, it was a real baptism of fire for poor old Qarabag at Stamford Bridge when they were blown away by 6 goals to 0. The early goal did for them really at Stamford Bridge. They never settled, and then they were blasted away in the opening 15 minutes by Roma, but I think buoyed by some really encouraging noise from quite a vociferous crowd, which actually grew in size as the game wore on. It's quite an early kick-off, even in Azerbaijan time, around about 6 o'clock locally, and most of the crowd started to emerge as the game wore on, and I think encouraged by that goal that they scored just before half-time. The atmosphere was magnificent, and every tackle, as indeed that was there, was cheered as if it was a goal. Home advantage was exactly that, and I think if they can get their local support going, Atletico Madrid will know they're in for a hostile match.
Yeah, that would have been the team talk. Going off, keep the tight first 20 minutes. think Atletico Madrid will dominate possession in their own half. That's absolutely fine. But once they come into their half, then you've got to press on, stop them from playing because there's some seriously talented players on show. Nicholas Guy down the right side, Ferreira-Carrasco, super popular. And all of a sudden, Antoine Griezmann operates the 10 and Kenny Camero to the middle.
Very early by naming the side that he has. Camero, very different kind of striker to Correa, who played against Barca at the started against Barca at the weekend. I think it's Camero's first UEFA Champions League appearance this season. Madrid will have more possession. Indeed, have learned plenty of lessons from those opening two matches.
Yeah, especially the 2-1 defeat against Roma. They don't look to be phased tonight, the home side. And as you said, they could have got something against Roma. Very late on, they had 1 or 2 chances.
They stood off a little bit too much against Roma. Van Gurbanov would have been giving them plenty of instructions pre-match about how to take on Roma, and just all seemed to go awry in the opening half an hour. It just seemed to be more natural in their game after that point. It was a strange old moment in the game which seemed pivotal. Roma had a corner probably about their 5th and about the 25th minute, and instead of just pinging it into the area, they got a little bit carried away, had 2 or 3 players playing short down the left. They lost the tackle. Suddenly there was a counter-attack on. Qarabağ won a corner and the whole game changed. It was as if just that moment, that one tackle and the push forward on the counter-attack lifted their spirits and self-belief.
Alistair, my biggest bugbear of football is short corners. Can't stand them. Just put it in the box, get left foot up from an inswing or right side on the other side and whip it in towards the goalkeeper. I understand the concept of the short corner trying to track it, let it position, but Dortmund done the same last night. Well, actually nearly gave a goal away from trying to a real pressure corner that was worked on the training ground. And as you said, it nearly cost Atletico Madrid.
Scored that goal. And he was going for it as well. It looked as though there was enough power to get past a goalkeeper like Oblak that Umloch tried to make something out of it.
Yeah, well, he'll be a threat all evening, Dino Umloch, because he'll work the channels. He's got a good first touch as well.
South African international. 4 goals in 7 matches. Not a bad record. To work their way through qualifying, of course, Qarabağ. To even get to the group stage, they beat the Georgian champions, Centralia, Moldovan champion Sheriff, and I think most impressively of all, the Danish champions Copenhagen. They saw off on the away goals rule. They played since the first week of July to get to this point.
Development does a little battle. Pedro Enrique against Philip Luis.
Towards Manatov, the cross is about one on the, just above his head. inside by Bully.
You hear the anticipation down the stadium every time they go forward. Did one or two passes, Qarabağ.
One for encouragement, that's for sure. Side packed full of international players. Vast majority of them, of course, for Azerbaijan, but the goalkeeper, Bosnian international. Albanian international. And on the field they have Michela, who, although not capped by Spain, is the likes of Sporting Sion and Cafe. Enrico, the Brazilian who scored their goal against Roma, from Paok. They have football in the likes of Switzerland, France and Greece, so they have European experience, if not UEFA Champions League experience. Central leading up the long throw. Ship of the goalkeepers, and Shehic makes sure that it is the wall that greets his catch. It's heartening.
That's exactly what you want. Long throw coming in the box. Your goalkeeper dominating that 18-yard box. Very calm back there.
Goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. You and I, we got history. Yeah.
Easily enough by Michel.
Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain.
You can see the only unsure.
I'm sorry.
Just be saying, get the victory and go back home. A draw, I suppose, isn't enough for them, really. They're already playing catch-up, having succumbed to Chelsea.
It's an interesting one from a Atletico Madrid point of view, what you actually want from the Chelsea-Roma game. I wonder if they would prefer a draw from that game, or Chelsea might run away with the group. And hopefully they think that they can catch Roma and finish in second, but they've got to get the job done tonight first.
Liga this season. 4 wins and 4 draws. Chelsea became the first visiting team to beat them in their new stadium. Last minute winner. All the signs are in the opening 9 minutes or so that Qarabağ have begun with a great deal more confidence and like in the match against Roma, they're not sitting back and allowing Roma, Atletico Madrid to dictate as they did the Italians when they came here.
Yeah, still got to get a read on it so far, but it's like Atletico Madrid are saying to Qarabağ, look, we can have possession. Normally, they expect Atletico Madrid to dominate the ball. Certainly not. I think they're just finding their feet. Atletico Madrid picking 1 or 2 passes.
This year. Possession that Atletico Madrid have had, and they're keeping it alive. Here's Campi. Enough. Bully.
Keep an eye on that partnership with Antoine Griezmann coming short, playing into 10, then Camara spinning in behind, using his pace.
Saul. Yavi. Foul. A chance for a count. That maybe as Unlock looks for support. Enrique spreading the play well. Forward, Madaton. Charge down, but will go out for the corner. Measured break.
As soon as they got the ball in the wider area, Richard Almeida went from the halfway line to try and get in the box, see him on the edge of the box, and they've got one to take on.
When you get Richard Almeida on the ball, he do start to dictate the play. He's their metronome in the central midfield area. He's the man who they look to unlock the visitors. There's a shocker. Really worked on something on the training ground. Horribly wrong. Here's Richard Almeida again.
Exactly what I was saying, Alistair, about short corners and trying something cute.
The ball to Griezmann now. Looking for a 1-2, and look how quickly the black shirts had swarmed around Griezmann.
Yeah, they smelled danger. It was good defending, actually. Two holding midfield player for Qarabağ, because he was trying to bounce a little 1-2 there, Griezmann off Camero.
Yardage Pedro Henrique, because he's an attacking midfield player who was at the other end for the corner. Now play. Kick to Qarabağ.
Good start, 50-50 so far. I wouldn't say the away start has been dominant.
Saul. Down the flanks initially, but it's now been moved centrally.
Yeah, I think the difficulty for this Qarabağ side is once you start looking at the superstar names up front and in midfield, they've got a really good back four, and probably a Jan Oblak, probably one of the best goalkeepers in European football, certainly in the top three. Trying to penetrate that back five is going to be incredibly difficult.
Qarabağ can, for the first time in their history, take the lead in the UEFA Champions League group match. Oh, the noise they've made when they've won the tackle and even got into Atletico Madrid territory.
Imagine the noise that they actually got in front. Look will come off the stadium.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like Kung Fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the
Wins against the likes of Anderlecht and
dream, but I just want it.
all the time about to step up from the domination of their domestic league.
Yeah, lucky there for Griezmann. Tried a little ball with the excessive left foot. Trying to find the fullback. Narco on the overlap.
If you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream.
Two midfield players are super important for Qarabağ. Don't allow Antoine Griezmann in between the lines. Try and give him no space to operate in.
You're my dream, but I just want it.
Good play from him. Edwin leads it out to the right hand side and knocking down the centre. It was a good idea.
From start, you my bunny, I'm your club. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my heart. Now there's no matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and now, with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this perfect soulmate. I wanna show my best friend. She saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
But his pass was a good one. Gets applause for it. Sadigov, the skipper, 25 years old now. Managed to put off international retirement. Such is his influence. He's a coach as well. For the young sides here at Qarabağ.
Nearly 20 minutes gone. They're expecting a lot more from Atletico Madrid. Must-win game. That back four is really, really deep. Not putting too much pressure on the ball. Because the gaps are too big at the back four. It's really deep and there's a lot of room for Gabi and Sal to try and close people down. And obviously, Guerrero and Griezmann get a little bit isolated.
Good one off the coach in charge since 2008. He's won 4 domestic league titles in a row. And he's seen the top as well this campaign. To UEFA League group stage competition. 3 seasons in a row. And now the UEFA Champions League. So you understand why he has hero status.
They're far too deep at the moment. They can't put any pressure on the ball. It's very comfortable for Qarabağ back there, just keeping possession.
First city now up for Atletico Madrid. Nice as well. Check. Chamberlain made it. Agoli. To the playmaker.
He's the one, isn't he? Qarabağ on the 2 centre half split. He's the one that goes deep, gets on the ball. Got a lot of room to work in, mind.
He's the quarterback, if you like, of this side.
There's no one within 5 or 10 yards of him at the moment. Got the field out there.
For 5 years. He picks up Parmesan status now. Claiming a corner.
They're growing in confidence, the home side, aren't they? I mean, the ball just got belted from back to front at 30-40 yards up in the air, and Almeida just brought it down like it was a piece of cake.
At this stage in their opening 2 games, they were at least 2 goals behind, either Chelsea or Roma. thought this was just a case of turning up and then going home with the 3 points. Well, it isn't.
Yeah.
It'll be a formality.
They're going to have to work for, aren't they? Rather than the first protocol, we have an on first 20 minutes, keep a tight clean sheet.
Supporters.
Yeah, it's not like Qarabağ as well. Really talented footballer, got it on his left foot. Just trying to find Camero in the box. Completely overhit it.
So far so very good for the home team. Two sides making their UEFA Champions League debut at the group stage. Will be Leipzig the other. Group stage appearances in the Europa League, where they managed to emerge in the top 2.
Keeping the ball okay. Quite pedestrian, it's really slow for a must-win game.
Covering skill to find Sabigov winning the tackle. Griezmann though. Disappointment from Michel, the Spanish midfielder within the Qarabağ ranks. Again linking up, the touch is heavy. Had it under his spell and Saul trying to burst through.
Oh, that was better play. Nice one-touch pass and lovely little ball from Griezmann. The touch was far too heavy from Kevin Gamero.
Up from Gamero. At least 2 or 3 of their more creative players are involved in trying to break down Qarabağ.
Not exactly hit the ground running, Kevin Gamero, nor Gaetan since their big moves. Gaetan from Benfica and Gamero from Sevilla.
Of course joining in the summer of 2016 because of course the club can't make signings just at the moment. That's a little better than the wild at best.
Yeah, he's slightly behind him. Still want to try and keep down, but he's grown into the game now, 24 minutes in. Now he's got the ball. Got to get the low. Nice cross from Philip Luis.
Yeah, it was the first time they actually found a gap in the central area of the Qarabağ defence. Let me just quickly point you in the direction of the live action you can enjoy with us later on this evening. Manchester United travelling to Lisbon to face Benfica, 7 PM 2HD. The other game in this group, Chelsea and home to Roma tonight from 7 on 3HD and 4K UHD. The finals matches 7:45 are available to you. Celtics match. Exclusively. Chance. Almost broken Rashad Almeida, who's disappointed with himself for not threading it through to Madatov. Going to be a little delay here. An injury. And there is confirmation of Bayern Munich against Celtic from 7 o'clock on ESPN HD. And of course you can watch the goal show if you haven't actually sat down and watched it. I urge you to do so. Every goal as it fires in with the panel. 7:30 on 1HD. It's a cracking old watch. Fantastic way to spend a couple of hours. And now a chance maybe for Atletico to up the scoring. Good goalkeeping. I never felt confident that Carrasco was going to finish that. And Shehic made it even more difficult.
Should have took the earlier. Don't know why Carrasco delayed. I think he was trying to sit the goalkeeper down. But once he's away, there's no catching him. This thing just hit it there. Takes one more touch. Goalkeeper comes up his line, spreads himself really well. Big chance that.
He's got past Medvedev very, very simply. But found Shehic coming on him after he'd taken the extra touch. That's a free header meanwhile. And not particularly powerfully headed from Jimenez, but Qarabağ managed to escape. They had a real aerial weakness, Qarabağ, against Roma. 3 or 4 crosses into the box caused enormous problems for them, and the opening goal that Roma scored was from a set piece into the area, headed pretty much unchallenged into their goal. If they did have a scout or two here, Atletico Madrid, and one imagines they did, to watch the game between Qarabağ and Roma, they'll surely realise that there's a genuine frailty to the high ball within the Qarabağ ranks.
Yeah, they lost out in the first header, didn't they? But Glove was quite switched on, and he certainly didn't panic back there. He's clearing his lines.
Largely a free header for Jimenez. The last 8 or 9 minutes has now started to look the way we anticipated, with Atletico bossing the game and starting to find little pockets of room. Here's Rashad Almeida trying to change that. Unlock turning away. Was he fouled? No, says the referee. He's in a good position to make the call. Out comes Shehic, and he ensures that can't reach the ball.
He's done well coming off his line 1 or 2 times, hasn't he, Shehic? That's the run Kevin Gamero will try and make, just in between the full-back and the centre half.
There's Michel.
That's where that back four and that midfield need to push further up the pitch for Atletico Madrid. Sitting far too deep at the moment.
Keeping it in the Qarabağ position. Medvedev will have the throw. Enough in support. There's Medvedev. Gets away with it, but like a heavy touch. Guarded back by Kadaev. Husseinov. It's a great ball. Inch perfect to bring in Agoli. 0-0 as we reach the half-hour mark. And a really good chance for Carrasco, saved by Shehic, but other than that, it's been an even match, this one. Tavayev. Into Henrique, but he loses out. Here's Griezmann. Felipe Luis.
Pedro Enrique just left a little bit on. Gaetan with a little push in the back, maybe. It's not going to plan for Diego Simeone. I would imagine the team talk, he would have been expecting a goal inside 25-30 minutes just to calm any sort of nerves. And he had one big chance, and that was Carrasco's.
Back-to-back matches against Qarabağ. Still got to play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Home to Roma. So they really would have said the bare minimum is 6 points from the 6 available against the UEFA Champions League debutants. Gamero, well, he was hoping it would come towards him. It didn't, and then he found himself a little bit lost. Now here's Unlock. It's a great ball as well, is it? No, just not enough on it as Madatov was making the burst. A better ball than you've been through on goal there.
Yeah, it was just underweighted from Unlove. It was a lovely run from Madatov, and you just need to put that in front of Madatov's path so you can run onto.
Quite easily opened up there, yeah. Atletico Madrid, right down the centre.
They're starting with Kevin Gamero because some of his touches have actually been quite poor.
Too many opportunities, Kevin Gamero. Since he joined 16 months or so ago. When he has had the opportunity, he hasn't really taken it. And his touch looks a little beyond him tonight, at the moment anyway. He's not really full of belief at all, Gamero.
Yeah, it's strange because when you watched him for Sevilla, he was absolutely on fire, creating chances, scoring goals. Just as the pass from Unlove, just slightly underhit.
It was well intended, but his disappointment is clear. A couple of extra rolls on the ball, and they'd have been through on goal there. Madatov had made a good burst forward. Pedro Enrique, meanwhile, took a blow to the lower back. A shove from Godin, wasn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit naughty. Got that in the locker though, the Uruguayan, hasn't he?
Well, he has. And Pedro Enrique looked rather quizzically at the referee and suggested that was not just a coming together, but had a little more about. Oh, that's a terrible ball from Felipe Luis. Now Madatov. Now, another opportunity. Unlof said, why didn't you put it into my path? In the end, they're settling for a corner.
Yeah, I think it's one of them. I think Madatov had to take the shot on. There was a little reverse pass to be made in Unlove. You see his run's quite good, but I think once you get just outside the D, it's worth taking that shot on.
I think the pass was harder than the shot. Yeah, it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Most players would have gone for goal. And they have another corner. The last corner was a poor one, and they did nothing from it. And they're going complicated rather than just bringing it into the box. And look what happens when they do. Richard Almeida with another dreadful pass. It was his corner earlier that went straight to Atletico Madrid a few moments earlier. Just get it in the box. Have a go.
Alice, that's really strange, honestly. It's my biggest bugbear in football. Just put it in the box. You never know, you might not win the first one, but you might keep it alive. You might get a little bit of lady luck. All of a sudden it drops down to someone and you get a chance.
Turned into a very, very complicated little training ground manoeuvre, that one. 4 or 5 passes and
a lot of the ball, in fact.
Yeah, he did. He got all of the ball, didn't he? Anyway, it's a free kick, which can be preside over. Being the target, and the header was on target. So really lacked the power necessary from Saul.
Yeah, it's a difficult ask this. Godin wins the first one. Sayot trying to generate the power. I think if you get that one back, maybe try chest volley.
And he is capable of it. He's one of the more gifted players that you'll see. Scored a wonderful goal against Barca at the weekend. beyond him to have got himself parallel to the floor with a volley.
It's a strange watch, this, and it must be difficult for Simeone to watch his team play like this, because they're not creating so many chances, are they? They're not dominating, they're not working Šehić too much. I had one chance with Carrasco, but they're not exactly to the attempts there. I think it slightly flatters Atletico Madrid. You know, for a must-win game, with all that talent on show, I expected lots of chances raining in on Qarabağ's goalkeeper inside the first half an hour.
There were two on target, but Carrasco's when he probably waited too. Šehić was on top of him, and that header there from Saul, which was never really going to trouble Šehić either, so he's never been genuinely stretched yet, the Qarabağ goalkeeper. And Sadigov and co cope largely successfully with Griezmann and Gamero. It's all very well naming a bold attacking lineup, and including the likes of Gaitan and Carrasco behind the front two, so they have to work in partnership with each other, and they haven't really. Here's Rashad, who's had a sloppy few minutes, and there's another example. It's probably his third misplaced pass in a row from Rashad Almeida. And they're the man, he's the man they normally turn to as Mr. Reliable.
I can't believe the throw-in's gone to Atletico Madrid. Strange call that from the linesman.
Atlético. Plenty of cover. It's a better ball from Rashad Almeida. Unlucky, trying to tread the eye of the needle really to find Pedro Henrique, who's swapped wings for the moment with Madatop.
All very narrow for Atletico Madrid. And it shouldn't be when they've got Gaitan and Carrasco in wider areas.
Saul, Carrasco, Luis, Gabi.
Gaitan just coming off the line.
Griezmann, Gamero, on towards Griezmann. That's a much better save and a much better move. And at last, Šehić is genuinely stretched, and he's up to the challenge.
Well, that's a world-class save, and it's a good move. Little flick around the corner, they get a little bit of luck, and you expect Griezmann on his strong left foot to whip that in. That bottom left-hand corner as we look, and it's terrific goalkeeping. Good strike.
I think he just had a little glance at before he pulls the trigger there, because I think he thinks he might be offside. And maybe that just put himself off, and that's a wonderful chance missed by Jimenez. Should have scored, he knows it. Again, the marking shot it.
Yeah, they're vulnerable, aren't they? Qarabağ from set plays, you can see it.
They were badly undone by high balls into the box by Roma. And you can see from the 2 or 3 times that they put a good ball into the box, Qarabağ have a problem there, and Jimenez knows he ought to put that on target and probably into the net. But almost 40 minutes have elapsed. It's 0-0. It's a great ball by Gaitan, and forces an error from Atlético.
And he's the one that's offering the width down the right hand side, because Gaitan's just coming in.
The side that you normally associate with scoring plenty of goals, if you look at their results this season, they haven't scored very often. 2s and 1s and a few 0-0s along the way. Just one thumping of Las Palmas in the first week of action. and they scored 5, but Atletico Madrid are more known for clean sheets at one end than they are banging in the goals at the other.
You get the impression when you're watching Atletico Madrid, they're always a better side with the backs against the wall, and they're the underdogs. I think they produce better performances.
They played against Barca in exactly that manner at the weekend, and even though Barca were playing in that back to the wall way that you're talking about, this chance from Griezmann, the fact that it hasn't gone in, means they've still got to keep dictating the play.
Yeah, he should be aiming actually outside that left post as we look. Antoine Griezmann with a little bit of curl, being hypercritical. He's hit it too central. That's a chance for him. I can't imagine in the second half Atletico Madrid will play with the same tempo.
Who's simply playing with some tempo at the moment. Sadigov, Almeida, sending off again, back to the Brazilian.
So this is what I mean about the back four being too deep. Then all of a sudden the midfield players can't get close. Then the gaps end up being too big for Griezmann and Gamera to try and close people down. Instead of being 5-10 yards, they end up being 20-25 yards, which is too much.
Well, he's done well here. Got a little bit excited there. Scored in 2013, so it would have been more than a shock to have seen him bury that in the corner of the net.
Can't really understand Simeone's game plan at the moment. He keeps saying it's a must-win game for them.
He's just trying to wear Qarabağ down. Seems to be exhibiting any signs of it. Here's Unlock. Maybe more of an attritional performance than we were anticipating.
It's dangerous though, isn't it? Because the longer it stays 0-0, Qarabağ are going to get more confident. And while it is 0-0, they've got something to hang on to.
In the final minute, well, there's been a pretty even match. Yes, Atletico have had the better openings, but never really had this game in the grip that they would have liked. There's no added time, and a huge roar greets the Qarabağ players as for the first time in their short UEFA Champions League history, they've kept a clean sheet to half-time. They haven't really created too much. Atletico Madrid have had the better openings, and the likes of Griezmann maybe ought to
beat.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry. When you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is
all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Encouraging results last night as well, of course, with Spurs holding Real Madrid and Manchester City seeing off Napoli, who had previously won every single match they played in Italy in Serie A, but have now lost twice in the UEFA Champions League at Shakhtar Donetsk and, of course, at the Etihad last night. Well, as for Atletico Madrid, well, they come into this match having not lost a single game domestically, but having lost at home to Chelsea on match day 2, and alongside me, Don Hutchinson. I think because of that result in particular, we were expecting them to just show their experience, their quality, and just strangle Qarabağ out of the match. Yeah, they haven't.
Hasn't happened. I wouldn't mind being a fly on the wall in that team talk from Diego Simeone. Imagine he would have tore strips off some of them. I think they've adopted the attitude of Atletico Madrid. It'll just happen. Just play your football, keep hold of possession, create 1 or 2 chances. We should play 2 or 3. Hasn't been that type of game in Qarabağ. They've dominated the ball.
And having seen their game against Roma in the match just before the international break, Qarabağ were outplayed for half an hour, having been outplayed for 90 minutes at Stamford Bridge. But that last hour of the match against Roma, they started to really learn and grow, and I think above everything else you could actually see visibly them gain self-belief. So they've clearly brought that into tonight's game.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've got a clean sheet to hang on to as well. I think I'm more surprised at the way Atletico Madrid have come into the game in terms of the tempo of it. They've been quite slow and pedestrian, just keeping hold of the ball. You expect them with the quality that they've got up front to create chances, and they've done that. But I think the attitude from Simeone tonight is get the first goal. If it has to be 1-0 and keep a clean sheet, because they're good enough at the back, we'll take it. But apart from that at the moment, they've got work to do, Atletico Madrid.
Looking for a word to describe their first half performance, and stodgy was the one we came up with. Just never dictated, never had much tempo about them. They were just anticipating that their quality, of which there's plenty, would just find a way through Qarabağ. Hasn't happened.
especially in a must-win game. You would imagine the tempo would have been get on the front foot, start really well, pen Qarabağ in, don't let them out, don't give them any room to breathe. And it was the complete opposite game plan from Simeone, which hasn't worked.
Started dynamically enough at the start of the second half. Luis getting round the back and trying to deliver.
So this is more like it. Keep hold of the ball, get some crosses in the box.
Carrasco selling some dummies. And this hit shot, the flag's up against Griezmann. And put it wide anyway. Were you anticipating a potential change at half-time maybe then?
Maybe. I think Fernando Torres is the obvious option. I don't think Kevin Gameiro has been at it tonight. I think he's been quite poor in some of his touches. I would imagine Simeone would probably say to Gameiro, look, you've got 10-15 minutes, get to the hour mark. And if they haven't broke through and Qarabağ ranked, I would imagine Fernando Torres, Correa, even Thomas Partey might come on in the middle of the park and try and give them some legs. But I get the impression when I watch Atletico Madrid that Antoine Griezmann likes having Torres alongside him. There's a genuine relationship between the two.
Absolutely concur with that. A much more natural duo. This is Torres and Griezmann. Certainly begun how we anticipated they would begin the first half, when they really didn't start on the front foot. But they have started better here. It's been a good 2 minutes for Atletico Madrid, and perhaps the words of Diego Simeone, and I'm sure they were forceful, are still very much ringing in the ears of the Atletico players. Head coaches when he's angry than Diego Simeone. I could be proven wrong.
Oh, I think you're right as well. He's a fierce character, isn't he?
Well, they're a side who are used to going deep in UEFA Champions League competition. Semis, quarters and of course finals have all come their way in recent years. There is a genuine fear if they can't beat Qarabağ tonight, they might not make it out of the group this time.
And this is better from them. They're on the front foot, they've kept hold of the ball. I think Qarabağ have had too many touches since the kick-off.
Really good tackle though by Medvedev, and here they come on the counter-attack with Pedro Henrique. Unlocked by the D, but he's not going to get to the ball. Richard Almeida tries to keep it in Qarabağ possession.
And he was Qarabağ's best player in the first 45. Richard Almeida, I thought he was excellent. So calm in possession.
And he ticks, Qarabağ tick.
And this is what I mean about the tempo. This is where I expect Atletico Madrid to be higher up the pitch, putting the press on. At the moment, Qarabağ just keeping hold of the ball. Force them into mistakes.
Played by Unlove, he's a strong fella. And he's held off Jimenez. There's Richard Almeida. Tidy play from Qarabağ. Backfield to Madatov wasn't bad either. Atletico Madrid back into possession with the skipper Gabi. Godin. Jimenez. Masalico. Saul. Now Godin. More passes from Qarabağ. And more successful with them. And more possession in the first half as well.
Incredible,
54%
isn't it?
to 46. Here's Gabi. Carrasco. Wants the 1-2. Doesn't really come off, and then it's well defended in the end. Very well defended by Husinov.
Yeah, defending well Qarabağ, with the two fullbacks, Medvedev and Agolio, done really narrow.
40 minutes, Atletico Madrid, but they need to pep things up, because the more desperate they become, the more sloppy their play might become. There's a measure of control about what they're doing, but the opening goal is still elusive. Here's Griezmann. Stray pass, really, but so is that, and here's Carrasco.
Oh, is that handball?
He's claiming it, Carrasco. And now he's on. No, he's not. He's offside. The flag eventually went up.
In my first impressions, it was a handball in it from Medvedev.
Carrasco thinks so.
That's why he's offside. Good spot from the linesman.
Well, he says. Yellow card. Michel's going to get carded, he knows it. Everyone in the ground knows it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to argue the fact that he pulled out the challenge, which he didn't. Michel, it was a foul and a yellow card. It's probably one that he had to give away, because Carrasco was just opening his legs.
He's kind of pulling out, but the momentum was always going to bring the man down, and that's what happened.
Yeah, it's difficult for the referee, because Michel will argue the fact that I didn't touch him, but once you go to the ground, the referee sees the player go over.
Griezmann's offside meanwhile. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's going on. Flag was up. No, he says. The second he got the ball, the flag was up.
Yeah, he's off. Good spot. Just.
Tidy finish, but a lot of the Qarabağ players had given it up having seen the flag, so it's maybe a little artificial setting for Griezmann's, in inverted commas, goal. Away by Godin. Clear by Husinov. Again the flag's up.
Yeah.
And against Camero.
I wonder at what point Simeone might try and give it to an hour on the 60 mark and swap Torres for Kevin Gamero, because it's not happening for him. We've all been there.
Not scored yet this season. Not had too many opportunities, in fairness. One or two of the basics don't look right to me. Yeah. Body language, even anticipation.
Even the fact their way is quite lazy.
Starting tonight. There's one throw there.
That's good pressure. That's what I expected from minute one. Stopping Qarabağ from playing out from the back.
Gamero. Ref.
I think he just stands on his toes. I think it might be accidental.
Ferreira made sure the referee saw it, and then when the free kick was awarded, he picked himself up, and job was done.
Yeah, they've got to be careful, Atletico Madrid, because the longer this game goes on, they'll get a little bit desperate. And Qarabağ.
Here's Richard Almeida. Opens up in front of him. Michel with a pass, on Love looking for it, and it was a tangle of legs. Unluck claims the penalty. Look, completely accidental to me. I think both players had their eye on the ball and got in a tangle under Salico. His side unlocks, and that's why I unlock.
Yeah, it's a hard one to try and spot in real time because, as you said, as they're coming together, Maxim might have been offside. They work it quite well, as you'd expect. Richard Almeida at the heart of everything Qarabağ are doing. So, yeah, any foul there whatsoever, do you?
No, it's just a tangent trying to. I understand Unluck claiming it.
Give that one, then all of a sudden Atletico Madrid are in a world of trouble. There's not a lot of urgency.
It'll be relief, not joy, if and when they finally break the deadlock here. It's Felipe Luis. No, they've gone offside again. Felipe Luis went in field, therefore. Here's Gamero. Gavi. Carrasco. Gavi again. And towards the one of Gamero. Good play by Galeev. Here's Vasilico.
They won't put it in the box, will they? And getting into wider areas, they're trying to be too precise at times. All the black shirts behind the ball.
Furthest forward here. Felipe Luis round the back. Godin's by the penalty spot.
Even more of a reason to put it in the box. You see Godin up front, going to central area, and you work it into a wider area, put a cross in. He certainly will attack it.
Let's see if they can take advantage from a high ball here, Atletico Madrid. If Jimenez and Godin can get on the end of this. No, because it was into a congested area on the near post. Here's Felipe Luis, now Carrasco. Felipe Luis again. Blocked off well by Enrique. And Stanley slip as Carrasco gets past 2 and then 3, and then he's felled by Unluck. Free kick to the visitors. Pained expression on the face of Carrasco. Is Unluck getting a yellow card for this?
I didn't think it was worthy of a card.
He's doing that.
Yeah. Here's a foul. You see Carrasco
Shooting range. He's in the centre of attention, inevitably. Maybe on the end of the wall. Carrasco with the right boot, Griezmann with the left. They're the choices.
Yeah, I don't think Griezmann's got the power to score from here.
Instead he goes towards Godin, and out comes Shaich. And Godin is very, very upset because he felt he was in if that ball had been delivered a little more accurately. Meanwhile, Richard Almeida on towards Pedro Enrique, and here's Unlock. Pedro Enrique again. They tried to build a counter-attack, but look how quickly Atletico are back into position again.
Noise in the stadium's incredible every time Qarabağ go further up the pitch.
Absolutely. The roar for Pedro Enrique's goal against Roma was absolutely definite.
For that possession. That's 50-50.
Improvement as well, but I forget from the first time. Here's Galeev. Richard Almeida. Sadigov. Unluck. Good football from Qarabağ. Is there an end product at the end of it? There might well be. Not a fast ball in. Headed away by Saul. Here's Griezmann. Surely a Qarabağ ball. Cross comes fussing off. Qarabağ throw.
Okay. An hour mark, and there's no sign of Fernando Torres or Correa just yet.
Some good football amidst all of that. That was the claim of a penalty that Unlove hoped for.
And he goes down very early as well, doesn't he?
Enough again. Back to Sheikh. Hussein-op. Sheikh going long, up towards Unlove, who's a real Trojan-like worker. Rashad Almeida. And that goes towards Madatov. Good. Madatov, here's Michel, and now Madatov, and now Rashad Almeida. Well, it was on target. Real encouragement for the fervent support inside the stadium.
Oh, brilliant play, lovely little back heel in the build-up, little layoff towards the end of the box. Almeida takes the shot on from distance. I think it was Saul with a little deflection on it that took most of the pace off that, and in the end for Jan Oblak was quite comfortable.
But listen to what it's done to the crowd. Incredible noise. You can see warming up is Thomas Partey, the central midfielder, but he's not going to get on just yet. Unlove with the ball in. And another good clearance, this time by Jimenez. Gabi completes the ball forward, and here's Gamero. I wonder who Partey's going to come on for. Maybe Gaetan, who's had the influence that Simeone was hoping for. That's a good ball as well to Pedro Enrique. Might get in here!
Oh,
Great chance.
just for Pedro Enrique, didn't it? It was good little build-up play. Nice little pass, little diagonal pass there. A little deflection, little mix-up back there. Half a chance. Got to on as quick as you can. Drill it towards target. Slices it badly wide. Big chance for Qarabağ that.
Partey is a busy, metronomic player in the heart of that midfield, box-to-box kind of player. Carrasco going to miss it, happy to have the corner. I still think that Gamero might be vulnerable to a change. As Godin makes his way forward, Jimenez as well.
Yeah, I wonder Diego Simeone might just change the system and try and play a 4-3-3. Push Carrasco a little bit further forward to join Griezmann and Gamero.
Headed by Unlove meanwhile. Here's Partey. Unlove is down and touching his face.
Yeah, he has got the option, Simeone, to play Partey, Gabi and Saul in the middle of the park and have the three up front.
Just an almost clash of heads, wasn't it? Two players with their eye on the ball only. And it was a bang. And Unlove's head from Jimenez. is getting some running repairs. Here's some action that you have to watch with us, and plenty of it too, including Manchester United's visit to Benfica, 7 o'clock on 2HD. Or if you... the other group, Chelsea against Roma, 7 o'clock, 3HD and 4K UHD. Or perhaps you want to have a look at events at the Allianz Arena. As Celtic are in town to face Bayern Munich, 7 o'clock on ESPN HD. And if you prefer to see every goal as they go in, then watch the goal show, 1HD, 7:30, James Richardson and the panel. Always a cracking watch. We're almost at the midpoint of this second half, and Atletico Madrid are locked 0-0 by the Qarabag side, who in the last 5 minutes have had two of their most promising moments. Richard Almeida. Agoli. Got the wrong. He's glad to get the free kick. He should have gone outside. He went inside. Delighted that Gamero fouled him. Not much of a foul.
No, he'll take it though. Buys the foul quite well.
And they decided to take it short. Richard Almeida dictating the tempo again.
Trying to get a handle on Atletico's system at the minute, because Antoine Griezmann's come out to this left-hand side.
Back, Michel brings it away, and it's a good ball as well. Pedro Enrique on towards Unlove. He'll get there as well, Unlove. Some excellent defending by Vassalico.
Brilliant play from the fullback, because all of a sudden Unlove was away, and it turned into a foot race which the fullback won.
And we'll go in exactly the same place on the left-hand side in support of Unlove. It's a dynamic player actually here. Guerrier, who's just come on. A few tricks in the locker. If he can get him on the ball. What is the system that
What a shoot with Gabi.
It's puzzling.
It's puzzling why Fernando Torres hasn't been introduced. 20 minutes to go.
And why push Griezmann wide to the left? That seemed like a sensible move either. Seems to have done his best work in the middle. Today, Griezmann.
Well, he's always a threat when he's central, isn't he? Who are we to question the man who's
done so well at Atletico Madrid, guiding them to Champions League finals and the Liga crown. And look, then pushes it into the path of Madatop. And look again, neat feet from him. The shot just a little too wild, but it's another little chink in the Atletico Madrid armour once again.
Good work from Love. It was lovely footwork. Once you get inside the 18-yard box, there's a couple of little half chances in terms of fouling him. You don't want to commit. You don't want to fouls. You have to stay on your feet. And you got your shot away, centre forward.
Left back, the Polish left back, Shushniak has come on. Medvedev has come off. I can only imagine it was an injury. I didn't see anything obvious. Although one or two of the Qarabag players have been cramping up in the last few minutes. And Fernando Torres is indeed about to come on for Atletico. And so too is Correa. Well, Carrasco shakes his head. He's unhappy that his name has been put on the board. Correa his replacement. And Torres. Here is Griezmann. Correa straight in and straight at the heart of flags got up meanwhile.
Qarabag are making Atletico Madrid look very ordinary tonight.
Well, make no mistake about it, if they can earn their first ever point in UEFA Champions League history, Qarabag, it will be greeted triumphantly. And they're only 18 minutes away from doing it. Well, Correa looked lively against Barca at the weekend. Nimble of foot, and he seems to be one of those players who has a little degree of dynamism about him, and they've lacked dynamism tonight, Atletico. Here's Saul, who hasn't had much of an influence on the game. And indeed, he's run into trouble there, but Torres was almost put through. He wanted to.
Durbanov, and you're some of the Qarabag players. You see Antoine Griezmann go out to the left-hand side, 50 yards from goal.
That's Felipe Luis, now Griezmann. Clicked in towards Fernando Torres. Not as far as Partey.
That's the scary thing for Diego Simeone. They haven't even looked like scoring in the second half.
How did they that? Shajic gets the ball away. Rashad Almeida in front of Gabi, and he's got the pace on him as well. And the roar that greets him is magnificent, and the pass isn't bad either. Here's Unlov. Good play from Unlov. No penalty. Referee says get up. And I think he might even want to card him, and I think Unlov's already been booked. And that will be a red card by my reckoning.
Should be.
Second yellow. Unlov's gone up. And they're down to 10, Qarabag. What a huge moment in the game. Qarabag, who looked like they might even have scored. Unlov takes a tumble. Referee believes it's simulation. Gives him a second yellow. And now Qarabag are down to 10.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Because A, he had the chance to take the shot on. You might feel as though there was contact, but it goes down ridiculously easy. Just have enough confidence in your own ability. Once you've got in exactly where you want him, chop inside and get your shot away on target. It leaves the referee really with no option. ridiculous how he's gone down.
Partey's ball is too firmly hit. Atletico was in a good position.
Well, they've just got to get men behind the ball now, Qarabağ. Take what you've got. Be disciplined. It was a nice little bit of skill, actually. He will claim, and love that there was contact from Godin, but I think it's the way he goes down.
I think there probably was contact, but I don't think it was enough to bring him down. And I think the way he hurls himself...
Too theatrical, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you're the referee, you're trying to make a decision on the spot, and you're thinking, oh, he's gone down far too easy, he must have dived. So therefore, as you said, it is simulation. And when you're on a yellow card, just stay on your feet, have enough confidence in your own ability to beat Godin and get your shot away.
Well, since the hour mark, they've had 2 or 3 really good situations, Qarabağ. That was the latest of them. There was a sense that they might just nick a goal. But surely that has now evaporated with Olaf's decision to fall to the floor.
Well, if I was Thomas Partey now, I'd give up the position that I'm playing in, just let Gabby sit still and try and join the likes of Fernando Torres and Griezmann. That's what he's good at, the central midfield player.
Definite foul from Madatov as well. They need to try and keep their cool and a measure of control. It's a good turn. He always has that. Pardon, Correa always has that in his makeup. Fleet of foot, Correa. Mr. Atletico.
This is the only disappointing thing about Atletico Madrid. Totally admire being patient and keeping holding the ball, but once you work a little bit of space into wider areas, put it in the box. Torres is asking for it.
Here's Partey again. It's a great tackle. Really good from Madatov. Ferreira wants it. And it's a free kick to the foul. I don't think that there are many teams who are better organised and more difficult to break down than Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
But when the onus is on them to dictate the play, when the onus is on them to go and take the match by the scruff of its neck and play at their tempo, they're often found wanting.
Doesn't suit them, does it? Which is strange when you look at the players that have been on show for them tonight. Got some excellent footballers, but you're right, I think they're always at their best. When their back's against the wall and being hard to beat, creating chances on the counter-attack, frustrating other sides.
You have to have more than just one game plan if you want to overcome opposition in Europe. They won 5 out of their 6 group games last season, falling at the final hurdle to Bayern Munich. So far, with 11 minutes or so to go, they haven't had a victory in this group. And here is Guerrier, roared on by an ever-growing Qarabağ crowd.
I can't think of a save that Shayic has made in the second half. This Qarabağ side's not worth hundreds of millions of pounds, is it?
Absolutely not. There's hardly a player within their ranks that they have paid money for. Listen to the crowd, they're absolutely loving the commitment and the, I guess, the the knowledge that this side has clearly picked up is evident to them as well. They could have just capitulated. That 6-0 hammering at Chelsea, if they didn't have enough personality about them, they could have just wilted throughout the group.
Yeah.
But they fought back against Roma. They've been more than a match for Atletico Madrid. And learning all the time. Now Griezmann on the far side. It's headed away by Guerrier. Now Godi. And another minute ticks by.
You can see the end game, can't they? Qarabağ will know, the players will know, 10 minutes left. They're nearly there.
What a huge roar they'll be greeted by if they can hang on here. Probably similarly. The huge roar they'll get at Stamford Bridge. As Chelsea and Roma take to the field, they can take a couple of points off Atletico Madrid tonight.
Might change the dynamic of that game. If this game still stays 0-0, I think Chelsea and Roma would certainly take a point.
And we've got 2 home games in a row, Atletico Madrid, after this match. Obviously the return of this game. And then they play host to Roma, and in reality 6 points is a minimum. Otherwise it's Europa League at best. Here's Gabi. They end this campaign with a visit to Stamford Bridge early in December, Atletico Madrid. It's looking like a more and more damaging night for Diego Simeone's team.
They'll be way off the pace tonight. Atletico Madrid, just like Dortmund were in Cyprus last night. And Simeone might say after the game they had enough chances in the first half, but I thought some of them chances were half chances, and in the end flattered Atletico Madrid in the first 45 minutes. Second half, they created 0 chances. You can have as much as the ball you like, you're 40 yards away from goal.
Space out wide for Felipe Luis. What's the ball in like? Not bad, I suppose. Griezmann has a swing at it. Torres keeps in the back. I think you're right. I think he does. Gabi keeps it alive. Torres on the far, and he's just nudged out of it by the fullback Agoli.
Might get a better view from this angle. There's a little push in there, isn't it, from Agoli?
And the additional referee on that side has got a great view. And he says no. And we get to the... He has played in Germany for Hoffenheim. He takes the place of Michel, who worked tirelessly at the heart of Qarabağ's midfield, and the sweat pouring off him told you how much commitment he's given to this game. So all 6 substitutions have been made. Top alongside Torres. It's another foul. Will go back. Free kick to Qarabağ. There's going to be a lot of questions asked of him tonight by the Spanish media. He'll be heralded as a hero, Gurbanov. If it stays 0-0, actually, even if it doesn't, because they've been terrific tonight. Now here's Torres, heavy touch, good challenge again by Husinov. Huge cheer that greets the tackle. Felipe Luis, out comes Shehic, and takes the ball.
He's been brilliant in goal, Shehic, absolutely fantastic. He's been brave, he's commanded his 18-yard box. It's exactly what you need when there's tired legs out there. Your goalkeeper coming out and collecting that one.
And he wasn't great against Chelsea. He had a few dicey moments against Roma, but like the rest of the team, he has grown and grown in stature and belief. And he's been commanding so far tonight. Correa. Good ball. Put it away though by Husinov, who took up a great position. Rather tough on the counter-attack, can't quite get to the ball though. Here's Partey. Now Griezmann.
He's waiting for Philip Luis on the overlap.
And the other way instead though. It'll be kept alive on that far side. Out comes Shehic again. Good punch, Partey. Tackled by Madatov. Gabi. Jimenez. Gabi again. The slip by Correa. Cleared by Sadigov. 88th minute now. Up comes Shehic in front of Godin. I think taking it upon himself now to try and trouble Qarabağ aerially. Kick from Shehic is good. El Yunusi. Qarabağ throw. Atletico Madrid in a hurry to get the ball back for them to take that throw.
It is strange, isn't it, when you look at the dynamics of the game. Why didn't Atletico Madrid start like this? Why have they left it so late?
You know better than me, having played at the top level, but is it hard when you start slow to pick up a tempo?
Absolutely, because as I said before, the opposition get confidence.
Switch and say, right, now we're going to pick the tempo up. Atletico Madrid are finding it almost impossible tonight. Here's Partey. They could still win it. There's going to be at least 3 minutes of added time on top of the 90 seconds of normal. Shehic is there again though.
Not the crosses like that, because he's been brilliant all evening. And it's the fact that he's been calm, Shehic. He hasn't come off his line and punched any and caused any drama back there. He's been first class.
And here's Madatov trying to give Jimenez a problem or two. Jimenez is strong, takes it from him. Griezmann makes the burst, cleared by Sadigov. Another huge cheer to greet the challenge. But he overhit it.
It was never on. I don't think that pass was ever on from Thomas Partey. I think once you work the angle, take the shot on.
It's a great kick, meanwhile, by Shehic. Here's El Yunusi who hits it! Whoa, well, there you go. That could have been a moment to grab every single headline across Europe. El Yunusi.
It was there to be hit, wasn't it? Great delivery from Shehic in goal. And that's
again to Shajic. It's catching practice.
Terrible delivery.
Now Godin is up there, Griezmann's up there, Torres is up there, Correa is up there. But the quality of the ball into them has been woeful. Is this the same Atletico? Just forced away. Oh, unlucky. How unlucky. Well, should they really be coming that close to scoring a goal? It's not over. Mistake by Baku. And a push from Madatov. It's just the most puzzling game.
It's just absolutely bizarre because Atletico Madrid tonight have looked bang average.
Well, that's a... Ferreira, no, it is the free kick.
Yeah.
Had to be brought back. Qarabag have a man down. We're into the final minute, and we will be in a moment of the added.
There's the foul on Correa.
Yeah, it's Husinov who goes into Correa. Sadigov is pleading the the innocence, I beg your pardon, of Husinov. But he's not going to change the mind of the referee. It's all adding to the drama here.
And it's going to take a good delivery as well, because any sort of
is defend this set piece with 9 players.
And I think Richard Almeida's maybe asking for a stretcher. Husinov might be in trouble.
In which case they will have to defend for the final moments of this with 9. Yeah, stretcher. That's the gesture. Well, the added time is going to be added too. And Husinov is going to make way.